Okay, in this slide we will discuss about what is dilution of acid or base. Okay, देखो, the process of dissolving an acid or base in water is highly exothermic one. Okay, it creates a high temperature. Okay, so what should done? Care must be taken while mixing concentrated nitric acid or sulfuric acid with water. Okay, the acid must always be added slowly to water with constant stirring. Okay, यहाँ पे water है and acid must be added slowly with constant stirring of water. Acid should be added to water. Okay, this is the process. Acid should be added to the water, not the opposite one. Okay, ठीक है. If water is added to a concentrated solution, if opposite one is performed, water is added to a acid solutions, what happened? As this process is exothermic, okay, the heat generated may cause the mixture to splash out and causes burns, and the glass containers, okay, and the glass containers break due to the excessive local heating. Okay, look out. Okay, so everyone suggested that look out for the warning sign on the can of the concentrated sulfuric acid and on the bottle of sodium hydroxide pellets. Okay, so now what is dilution? Mixing an acid or bases with water. Okay, mixing an acid or base with water results in decrease in the concentrations of ions. Okay, hydronium ions or OH minus ions per unit volume. Okay, such process is called dilution and the acid or base said to be diluted. So what is the process? Acid or base should be mixed to the water. Okay, as a result of this what happened? The concentrations of hydronium ions or OH minus ions per unit volume decreases. Okay, such process is called dilutions. Okay, and in this way dilutions of acids or bases can be done. Okay, now question number 1. Why do HCl, HNO3, etc. show acidic characters in aqueous solutions while solutions of compounds like alcohol and glucose do not show acidic character? Answer. So what happened? In case of HCl and HNO3, with the presence of water, dissociations occurs. Okay, dissociation of HCl or HNO3 to form hydrogen ion always occurs in the presence of water. Okay, H plus ions combine with H plus जो ion है combine with water to form hydronium ions, and this hydronium ions causes acidic characters of HCl and HNO3. ओके, देखो HCl डिसोसिएट होकर H प्लस Cl माइनस प्रोड्यूस किया है, H प्लस H2O के साथ रिएक्ट करके हाइड्रोनियम आयन प्रोड्यूस किया है, एंड this hydronium ion causes acidic character of HCl and HNO3. Okay, although aqueous solutions of glucose and alcohol contain hydrogen, but this cannot dissociated in water. Okay, glucose and alcohol cannot dissociated in water, dissociate in water to form hydrogen ions. Okay, so acidic character do not show. Okay, do not show acidic character do not show by alcohol and glucose in water solutions because they do not dissociate to form hydrogen ions. Okay, why does an aqueous solutions of an acid conduct electricity? Okay, why? Because acid dissociate into aqueous solutions to form ions. Okay, these ions are responsible for electricity. So simple. Next question, why does dry HCl gas not change the color of their dry litmus paper? Why? Because dry HCl does not contain H plus ions. Okay, dry HCl does not contain H plus ion. Okay, it is only in the aqueous solutions that acid dissociated to give ions, since in case neither HCl is the aqueous form nor the litmus paper is in the aqueous form. Okay, therefore no color of litmus paper does not change. Okay, समझ रही हो? Because dry HCl does not contain H plus ions. HCl contain H plus ions in aqueous solutions, and these H plus ions cause acidic character of HCl, and this can change the color of litmus paper. But here HCl is also dry and litmus paper also dry, so there is no H plus ions which causes the acidic character of HCl. As a result of this, the color of the litmus paper does not change. Okay, next question. While diluting an acid, why is it recommended that the acid should be added to water and not water to the acid? Why? Because acids and water reactions is exothermic. Okay, so the process of dissolving acid in water is exothermic, and it always recommended that acid should be added to the water. If is done in the other, then it is possible that because of the large amount of heat generated, if opposite process is done, then what happened? Because large amount of heat is generated and the mixture splash out and causes burns. Okay, that's why it is recommended that acid should be added to water and not water to the acids. Okay, how is the concentrations of an hydronium ions affected when a solution of an acid is diluted? What happens? When acid is diluted, the concentration of hydronium ion per unit volume decreases. Okay, this means the strength of the acid is decreased. Okay, next question, how is the concentration of hydroxide ions affected when excess base is dissolved in a solutions of sodium hydroxide? So simple questions, the concentration of hydroxide would increase when excess base is dissolved in solutions of sodium hydroxide. Okay, okay, how strong are acids or bases solutions? Okay, कैसे पता चलेगा? Okay, now we can quantitatively find the amount of H plus or OH minus ions present in a solutions. Okay, but we can also judge how strong a given acid or base. Okay, kaise? By making use of a universal indicator, which is a mix of several indicators. Okay, and the universal indicator shows different colors at different concentrations of hydrogen ions in a solutions. Okay, this universal indicator shows different colors at different concentrations of hydrogen ions in a solutions. Okay, in this way we can determine how strong are acids or how a base solutions. Okay, okay, now there is a scale called pH scale. Okay, this scale measure hydrogen ion concentration in a solutions. Okay, the P in pH stands for potenge. Okay, stands for potenge in German, meaning power. pH स्केल में जो रेंज होता है फ्रॉम 0 to 14. 0 means very acidic and 14 means very alkaline. Okay, okay, pH should be taught simply as a number which indicates the acidic or basic nature of the solutions. Higher hydronium concentration, lower is the pH value. Okay, higher hydronium concentrations and pH value is lower. Okay, this is the concept. Okay, now the pH of neutral solution is 7. This is very important question. The pH value of neutral solution is 7. Okay, values less than 7 on the pH scale represent acidic solutions, and values from 7 to 14, values from 7 to 14, it represents an increased hydroxide ion concentrations in the solutions. Okay, less than 7, that is acidic, and 7 to 14, that means increase in OH minus ion concentration in solution, that is increases in the strength of alkali. Okay, 7 to 14 may. Okay, generally paper impregnated with universal indicator is used for measuring pH. One such paper is shown below. Okay, this one. यहाँ पे concept से 0 to 14, 7 neutral, 7 less than 7 means increase in hydrogen ion concentrations. Okay, increase in hydrogen ion concentrations. Okay, and greater than 7 means increase in OH minus concentrations, means this side is basic nature increasing and 7 का this side में acidic nature is increasing. Acidic nature increasing because of increase in H plus concentrations. Here 7 to 14, that is basic nature increasing because of increasing of OH minus concentrations. Okay, this is a concept and this is the paper. Okay, this is pH paper. Okay, so here pH, some common substances, these are common substances shown on pH paper. Okay, देखो क्या पे 0 to 14. Okay, gastric juice का pH कितना है 1.2. very so what nature, this is acidic. Lemon juice pH 2.2, that is acidic nature. Okay, pure water blood, that is 7.4. okay, pure water blood इसका pH है 7.4, that is near neutral, that is neutral. Okay, and next milk of magnesia, the pH is 10, that means basic in nature. Sodium hydroxide solutions about 14, that is basic in nature. यहाँ पे देखो और एक slide, increasing acidity, this is neutral, and here increasing alkalinity, that is basic. Okay, देखो 0 to 14. Okay, this is 7 neutral. यहाँ पे देखो battery is acidic. Lemon juice vinegar near 2. Okay, यहाँ पे देखो 1, that is acidic. Orange juice acidic. Tomato juice 4, pH 4. Tomato juice acidic. Black coffee 5. What is black coffee? That is pH 5, acidic. Okay, जब नीचे आ रही हो इंक्रीजिंग, जब नीचे आ रहे हो डिक्रीजिंग एसिडिटी. ओके, और ऊपर जा रहे हो तो 7 अप टू 7, ऊपर जा रहा हो तो इंक्रीजिंग एसिडिटी, और नीचे में आ रहा है तो डिक्रीजिंग एसिडिटी. ओके, अप टू 7. मिल्क 6, that is acidic. Pure water is neutral. That is pH 7. Okay, this is very much important question. Now seawater 8, basic. Baking soda 9, basic. इंक्रीज हो रहा है, इंक्रीजिंग अल्कालिनिटी और बेसिक नेचर. मिल्क ऑफ मैग्नीशिया 10, अमोनिया सोल्यूशन 11, सोप वाटर 12, ब्लीचेस 13, ओवन क्लीनर लिक्विड ड्राई क्लीनर, okay, 14. So ओके, pH रेंजेस फॉर फ्यू कॉमन सब्सटेंसेस देखो क्या क्या है. गैस्ट्रिक कंटेंट्स ह्यूमंस 1.6 to 3. ओके, एसिडिक. सॉफ्ट ड्रिंक्स 2 to 4 pH range, acidic in nature. Lemons 2.2 to 2.4 acidic. Vinegar 2.4 to 3.4 acidic. Tomato 4 to 4.4, that is acidic. Beer 4 to 5 acidic. Urine 4.8 to 8.4. Okay, human का 4. Milk 6.3 to 6.6. Cows. Okay, देखो सलाइवा का पीएच कितना है 6.5 to 7.5. ब्लड प्लाज्मा का ह्यूमन ब्लड प्लाज्मा का पीएच कितना है 7.3 to 7.5. एग वाइट, डिम का जो वाइट पार्ट है उसका पीएच 7.6 to 8. मिल्क ऑफ मैग्नीशिया that is 10.5. and household ammonia 11 to 12. Okay, here pH range for a few common substances. Okay, you should remember this. You should remember this pH range of the substances. Okay, now the strength of acids and bases depends on the number of H plus ions and OH minus ions produced. Okay, you all know that respectively. If take hydrochloric acid and acetic acid of same concentration, say 1 molar, then this produce different amounts of hydrogen ions. Okay, these two acids HCl and acetic acid CH3COOH, these two produces different concentrations of H plus ions. Okay, acids that give rise to more H plus ions, that which one produces more H plus ions, said to be strong acids, and acids that give less H plus ion, that's called weak acids. Okay, okay, now importance of pH in everyday life. Okay, are plants and animals pH sensitive? Okay, this is the questions. Okay, now देखो answer देखो, our body works within the pH range of 7.0 to 7.8. Okay, our body works. Living organism can survive only in a narrow range of pH range. Narrow living organism can survive only in a narrow range of pH change. Only a narrow range of pH change living organism can survive. When pH of rainwater is less than 5.6. Okay, and our body work in 7.0 to 7.8. Okay, but pH of rainwater is less than 5.6, it is called acid rain. Okay, when acid rain flows into rivers, it lowers the pH of the river water, and the aquatic animal okay, aquatic animal survival is very much difficult in this lower pH. Okay, so plants and animals are very much pH sensitive. Okay, देखो how acid rain occurs. यहाँ पे देखो इंडस्ट्री है, ये सब इंडस्ट्री है. इंडस्ट्री से क्या क्या आता है, सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड मतलब SO2, नाइट्रोजन डाइऑक्साइड मतलब NO2, SO2 and NO2 both. Okay, this come from the industrial pollutions, and within the cloud NO2 and H2O reaction करके नाइट्रिक एसिड HNO3 प्रोड्यूस करता है, एंड SO2 एंड वाटर रिएक्शन करके सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड H2SO4 प्रोड्यूस करता है. जब रेन होता है तब एसिड पार्टिकल्स एंड गैसेस, एसिड पार्टिकल एंड गैसेस, they are fall down. Okay, fall down. Okay, the acids are fall down and these are acids. In this way acid rains occurs. Okay, देखो acid rain is very much sensitive to plants and animals. Okay, some pictures of this. Okay, देखो acid rain can harm fish, acid rain can harm fish, acid rain can harm plants. Okay, these are, and monuments, some monuments, this is some heritage building monuments, these are also affected by acid rains. Okay, what is the pH of the soil in your backyard? How can we find it? देखो, plants जो होता है ना वो require a specific pH range for their healthy growth. To find out the pH required for the healthy growth of a plant, you can collect the soil. Okay, you can collect the soil from various places and check the pH. Also, you can note down which plants are grow in which places, and these soil are found in which places. Okay. Okay, what about the pH in our digestive system? देखो, it is very much interesting to note that our stomach produces hydrochloric acid. Eh? Okay, and that hydrochloric acid helps in digestion of food without harming the stomach. Okay, but during indigestion, जब indigestion होता है तब क्या होता है? The stomach produces too much acid. Okay, and this causes pain and irritations. Okay, so to get rid of this pain, okay, पेन रिलीव होने के लिए क्या हम लोगों को करना पड़ता है? People uses a bases. Okay, to neutralize acid we use bases, obviously, called antacids. Okay, to neutralize this excess acid we use bases, and that is called antacid. Okay, this antacid neutralizes the excess acids. So this is our digestive system: mouth, esophagus, and this is stomach, where HCl production occurs, and that helps in digestions of food. But much productions of acid causes irritations and pain, and to rid of this irritations and pain, we can use antacids, that is bases, and that neutralizes the acids and relieve pains. Okay, and this is small intestine, this is large intestine. Okay, this is two antacids, okay, that neutralizes acids. One is milk of magnesia, and this is another antacid that neutralizes acids. When irritation and pain occurs in our stomach, then we should take antacids that neutralizes the excess acid that produced by the stomach, that is neutralized by using these antacids. Okay, now next is in this slide, pH change as the cause of tooth decay. pH change causes tooth decay. Okay, tooth decay starts the pH of the mouth is lower than 5.5. This is very much important questions. When pH of mouth is lower than 5.5, tooth decay starts. Okay, देखो. So now one concept, what is tooth enamel? Tooth enamel made of calcium phosphate, and this is the hardest substance in body. Okay, and it does not dissolve in water but is corroded when the pH in the mouth is below 5.5. Tooth enamel is corroded when the when the pH in the mouth is below 5.5. Okay, कैसे एसिड प्रोड्यूस होता है और कैसे माउथ का पीएच बिलो 5.5 होता है? देखो, जो बैक्टीरिया जो प्रेजेंट है इन द माउथ में, दैट प्रोड्यूसेस एसिड. कैसे एसिड प्रोड्यूस करता है? बाय डिग्रेडेशंस ऑफ सुगर्स and food particles remaining in the mouth after eating. Okay, the best way to prevent this clean mouth after eating food, okay, and using toothpaste which are basic in nature. Okay, okay, and this basic toothpaste neutralizes the excess acid that is produced by the bacteria. Okay, that is neutralized by this basic toothpaste, and tooth decay does not occur. Okay, and the pH of mouth will not be below 5.5, and tooth decay does not occur if we use basic toothpaste and clean the mouth after eating food by a basic toothpaste. देखो, सेल्फ डिफेंस बाय एनिमल्स एंड प्लांट्स थ्रू केमिकल वारफेयर. ओके, एनिमल और प्लांट जो है वो सेल्फ डिफेंस कैसे करता है? बाय केमिकल वारफेयर. ओके, देखो, हैव यू एवर बीन स्टंग बाय हनी बी? Bee sting leaves an acid which causes pain and irritations. Okay, that is their self defenses. Okay, they leaves an acid, bee sting. बट कैसे हम रिलीफ पाते हैं इस एसिड से? यूज़ ऑफ माइल्ड बेस लाइक बेकिंग सोडा ऑन द स्टंग एरिया गिव्स रिलीफ. ओके, Stinging hair of nettle leaves inject methanoic acid. Okay, कौन सा एसिड लीव्स करता है बी स्टिंग? मिथानोइक एसिड. ओके, दिस इज वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन मिथानोइक एसिड. ओके, यहाँ पे देखो वन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ नेचर प्रोवाइड्स न्यूट्रलाइजेशन ऑप्शन. हाउ नेचर प्रोवाइड्स न्यूट्रलाइजेशन ऑप्शन? ओके, नीटिल व्हाट इज नीटिल? नीटिल इज अ herbaceous plant. Nettle is a herbaceous plant which grow in the wild. Okay, and its leaves have stinging hair. Its leaves have इसका जो its leaves have stinging hair which cause painful sting when touched accidentally. We all know that. This is due to the methanoic acid secreted by them. Okay, by methanoic acid. Very much important questions. नीटिल से कौन सा एसिड आता है ना? मेथानोइक एसिड. मतलब मेथानोइक एसिड वो सेक्रेट करता है. ओके, नीटिल. ट्रेडिशनल रेमेडी क्या है? ट्रेडिशनल रेमेडी है रबिंग द एरिया with the leaf of dog plant. This is the remedy, and this is by dog plant neutralization reactions occur. So nature provides neutralization options. This is one example. Okay, यहाँ पे देखो some naturally occurring acid. Okay, very much important short questions comes here from exam perspective. देखो नेचुरल सोर्स क्या है? विनीगर से क्या होता है? एसिटिक एसिड. ऑरेंज से क्या आता है? साइट्रिक एसिड. टामारिंड से क्या आता है? टार्टरिक एसिड. टोमेटो से ऑक्सैलिक एसिड. ओके, वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट ऑल ऑफ दिस. सावर मिल्क दैट इज कार्ड से क्या आता है? लैक्टिक एसिड. लेमन से साइट्रिक एसिड. एंड स्टिंग मेथानोइक एसिड. एंड नीटिल स्टिंग मेथानोइक एसिड. नीटिल स्टिंग यहाँ पे एग्जाम्पल दिया हुआ है. Okay, and sting methanoic acid. Okay, you have two solutions A and B. The pH of pH solutions A is 6 and the pH of solution B is 8. Which solution has more hydrogen ion concentration, and which of this is acidic and which one is this basic? So we all know that less than 7 pH is acidic. So pH of solution A is 6. So this is acidic, and pH of solution B is 8. So this is 8 is greater than 7. So pH of solution B is basic in nature. Okay, and concentrations of hydrogen ion which solution has more hydrogen ion concentrations? Okay, so the acidic solutions has greater hydrogen ion concentrations obviously. So okay, तो A solution pH is 6 and that is acidic, and so it has more hydrogen ion concentrations. Okay, what effects does the concentrations of H plus aqueous ions have on the nature of the solutions? So simple questions. Concentrations of H plus aqueous can have a varied effect on the nature of solutions. क्या क्या इफेक्ट है? विथ एन इंक्रीज H plus ion concentrations the solutions become more acidic. Increase H plus means increase acidity of the solutions. Okay, while decrease in H plus ions causes increase in the basicity of the solutions. Okay, so simple. Decrease H plus ions means increase basicity, and increase H plus ion concentrations means increase acidic nature. Okay, यहाँ पे देखो क्वेश्चन नंबर 3. Do basic solution also have H plus ions? If yes, then why are these basic? Okay, the basic solution also have H plus ions. So then why they basic? Because this H plus concentration is less as compared to the concentration of OH minus ions. That makes the solution basic. Okay, बेसिक सॉल्यूशन में जो H प्लस आयन्स होता है उसका कॉन्सेंट्रेशंस OH माइनस आयन्स से कम होता है, इसलिए वो सॉल्यूशंस बेसिक ही होता है. ओके, दिस इज द आंसर. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. अंडर व्हाट सॉइल कंडीशंस डू यू थिंक ए फार्मर वुड ट्रीट द सॉइल ऑफ हिज फील्ड्स विथ क्विक लाइम कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड? or slag lime, calcium hydroxide, chalk, calcium carbonate. All three are basic, okay, basic in nature. So simple answer. If the soil is acidic and improper for cultivation, okay, soil is acidic or improper for cultivation, then to increase the basicity of the soil, the farmer would treat the soil with this calcium oxide or slag lime or chalk, calcium carbonate, okay. ओके, मोर अबाउट सॉल्ट्स। ओके, यहाँ पे देखो फैमिली ऑफ सॉल्ट्स क्या क्या है। पोटेशियम सल्फेट, सोडियम सल्फेट, कैल्शियम सल्फेट, मैग्नीशियम सल्फेट, कॉपर सल्फेट, सोडियम क्लोराइड, सोडियम नाइट्रेट, sodium carbonate and ammonium chloride. These are family of salts. Okay, these all are salts. Okay, these are hydrate. They all six are hydrate crystals. Okay, यहाँ पे देखो कोबाल्ट, यहाँ पे देखो कोबाल्ट नाइट्रेट. Okay, this one is calcium nitrate and this one is nickel sulfate and this one is manganese sulfate, this one is copper sulfate and this one is chromium potassium sulfate. ओके, यहाँ पे देखो सम यूजेस ऑफ सॉल्ट. सॉल्ट का कुछ यूजेस यहाँ पे है. देखो एट फर्स्ट एमोनियम क्लोराइड यूज़ क्या है, इन टॉर्च बैटरी में एमोनियम क्लोराइड यूज़ होता है. ओके, एमोनियम नाइट्रेट फर्टिलाइज़र, एज फर्टिलाइज़र यूज़ होता है एमोनियम नाइट्रेट. कैल्शियम क्लोराइड इज एंड ड्राइंग एजेंट. ओके, कैल्शियम क्लोराइड आर ड्राइंग एजेंट, वेरी मच इम्पॉर्टेंट. आयरन सल्फेट, आयरन सल्फेट क्या है, एंड इन आयरन टैबलेट्स, आयरन जो टैबलेट होता है उसमें आयरन सल्फेट यूज़ होता है. मैग्नीशियम सल्फेट इन मेडिसिन, मेडिसिन में मैग्नीशियम सल्फेट का बहुत ज़्यादा यूज़ है. पोटासियम नाइट्रेट इन गन पाउडर, गन पाउडर जो यूज़ होता है वो है पोटासियम नाइट्रेट. सिल्वर ब्रोमाइड के कहाँ से यूज़ होता है, इन फोटोग्राफी, फोटोग्राफी में सिल्वर ब्रोमाइड का यूज़ है. सोडियम क्लोराइड मेकिंग सोडियम hydroxide. Okay, making to make sodium hydroxide, sodium chloride salt is used. Sodium stearate. Okay, sodium stearate in making soap, in making soap sodium stearate is used. Okay, now how family of salt is determined. Okay, salts having the same positive or negative radicals are said to belong to same family. For example, NaCl and Na2CO4, Na2SO4, sodium sulfate and sodium chloride both have sodium ion. Okay, so this called sodium salts, Similarly, NaCl and KCl belong to family of chloride salts because both have Cl minus ions. Okay, Cl minus ions. Okay, Cl minus, इन KCl में Cl माइनस है, NaCl में Cl माइनस है. ओके, सेम पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव रेडिकल्स होना चाहिए. ओके, इफ सेम Cl माइनस आयन यहाँ पे देखो, सो यहाँ पे क्लोराइड सॉल्ट कह जाता है. ओके, NaCl एंड KCl को क्लोराइड सॉल्ट कह जाता है एंड NaCl एंड Na2SO4 इसको हम सोडियम सॉल्ट कहता है, एज Na प्लस इज कॉमन इन NaCl एंड Na2SO4. ओके, pH ऑफ सॉल्ट्स क्या होता है, pH ऑफ सॉल्ट्स ऑफ ए, देखो सो सिंपल, salts of a strong acid and strong base are neutral with pH of 7. सॉल्ट्स ऑफ ए एसिड एंड बेस रिएक्शन करके सॉल्ट प्रोड्यूस होता है, ये हम लोग जानता है. देखो सॉल्ट्स ऑफ ए स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस, सॉल्ट्स जो प्रोड्यूस होगा उसका वो न्यूट्रल होगा और उसका pH होगा 7. ऑन द अदर हैंड सॉल्ट्स ऑफ ए स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड एंड वीक बेस, सॉल्ट्स जो प्रोड्यूस होगा वो एसिडिक इन नेचर होगा, मतलब उसका pH वैल्यू लेस देन 7 होगा. अगर सॉल्ट ऑफ ए स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस, जो स्ट्रॉन्ग होगा सॉल्ट का नेचर उससे हिसाब से ही होगा. ओके, जो स्ट्रॉन्ग होगा, देखो यहाँ पे देखो स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस एंड वीक एसिड जो सॉल्ट प्रोड्यूस होगा वो बेसिक नेचर होगा, एज यहाँ पे बेस स्ट्रॉन्ग है, सो सॉल्ट्स जो प्रोड्यूस होगा वो बेसिक नेचर होगा एंड उसका pH वैल्यू मोर देन 7 होगा. सो सिंपल, एसिड एंड बेस का अंदर जो स्ट्रॉन्ग होगा, मतलब एसिड स्ट्रॉन्ग होगा तो उसके बाद जो सॉल्ट प्रोड्यूस होगा वो एसिडिक होगा। ओके, यहाँ पे देखो केमिकल फ्रॉम कॉमन सॉल्ट्स। ओके, कुछ डिस्क्रिप्शन है। द सॉल्ट्स फॉर्म्ड बाय द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड एंड सोडियम क्लोराइड। ओके, the salt formed by the combination of hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide solution is called sodium chloride, and this salt that we use in food, and it is a neutral salt. Okay, seawater contains many salts dissolved in it. Sodium chloride is separated from these salts. Okay, deposited of solid salt are also found in several parts of the world. These large crystals are often brown due to impurities. Okay, these large crystals are brown due to impurities. This called rock salts. Okay, beds of rock salts were formed when seas of bygone ages are dried up. Rock salt is mined like coal. Okay, rock salt is mined like coal. Okay, common salt, that is NaCl. Common salt are raw material for chemicals. Okay, common salt is a raw material for chemicals. Okay, the common salt thus obtained is an important raw material for various material of daily use, such as sodium hydroxide, baking soda, washing soda, bleaching powder, and many more. Let us see how one substance is used for making all these different substances. Okay, these are okay. At first, sodium hydroxide production from common salts. When electricity is passed through an aqueous solutions of sodium chloride, aqueous solutions of sodium chloride के क्या कहता है? इसको कहता है brine. BRINE. This brine. This is a very important question. Okay, now it decomposes to form sodium hydroxide. This is sodium hydroxide, chlorine gas and hydrogen gas. Okay, and this reaction is called chlor-alkali process. Okay, chlor for chlorine gas, production of chlorine gas, and alkali because of production of sodium hydroxide. So this process is called chlor-alkali process. Now chlorine as electricity is passes and this production occurs, chlorine goes towards the anode. Okay, chlorine goes towards the anode as chlorine is negative charged and anode is positive charge. Okay, so plus minus attraction hoga. Okay, and hydrogen goes to the cathode, cathode, and cathode is a negative charge. Cathode जो है वो नेगेटिव चार्ज होता है, हाइड्रोजन H प्लस, हाइड्रोजन पॉजिटिव चार्ज होता है, इसलिए वो कैथोड की तरफ जाता है. ओके, दिस थ्री प्रोडक्ट्स सोडियम हाइड्रोक्साइड, क्लोरीन एंड हाइड्रोजन ऑल आर वेरी मच यूजफुल. यहाँ पे देखो इंपॉर्टेंट प्रोडक्ट फ्रॉम द क्लोर एल्कली प्रोसेस. ओके, एट फर्स्ट कैथोड में क्या स्टोर होता है? हाइड्रोजन का यूज़ क्या होता है? फ्यूल्स, एज फ्यूल्स हिसाब से हाइड्रोजन यूज़ होता है. मार्जारिन में हाइड्रोजन यूज़ होता है. एमोनिया फॉर फर्टिलाइजर्स. ओके, एमोनिया फॉर फर्टिलाइजर्स, एमोनिया प्रोडक्शन में हाइड्रोजन यूज़ होता है. एमोनिया का फार्मूला क्या है? ओके, नेक्स्ट एनोड में क्या स्टोर होता है? क्लोरीन. ओके, क्लोरीन का यूज़ क्या है? वाटर ट्रीटमेंट में क्लोरीन यूज़ होता है. स्विमिंग पूल में पीवीसी, पॉलीविनाइल क्लोराइड, डिसइंफेक्टेंट्स यूज़ होता है क्लोरीन. CFC, क्लोरोफ्लोरोकार्बन, पेस्टिसाइड्स, ये सब से यूज होता है. NaOH का यूज़ क्या है? NaOH का यूज़ क्या है? देखो, ओके, NaOH का यूज़ क्या होता है? इट इज़ अ डिग्रीजिंग मेटल. ओके, डिग्रीजिंग प्रोसेस क्या होता है? इट इज़ द प्रोसेस बाय व्हिच इट रिमूव्स द वाटर insoluble material. Okay, it removes the water insoluble material. So NaOH is a degreasing metal. Okay, degreasing metal. Next soap and detergents में NaOH यूज़ होता है. पेपर मेकिंग में, आर्टिफिशियल फाइबर्स में NaOH यूज़ होता है. नाउ हाइड्रोजन एंड क्लोरीन रिएक्शन करके हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड्स प्रोडक्शन होता है. एंड हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड्स का यूज़ क्या है? क्लीनिंग स्टील, अमोनियम क्लोराइड प्रोडक्शन में यूज़ होता है, मेडिसिन्स में इसका यूज़ है, कॉस्मेटिक्स में HCl का यूज़ है। ओके, देन NaOH एंड Cl2 रिएक्शन करके जो प्रोडक्शन होता है दैट इज़ यूज एज ब्लीचिंग मटेरियल। ओके, हाउस होल्ड ब्लीचेस, ब्लीचिंग फैब्रिक्स, that is sodium hypochlorite, ClO, sodium hypochlorite. Okay, that is bleaching material city. So important these all are important products from the chloralkali processes. Okay, now come to bleaching powder. You have already come to know that chlorine is produced during electrolysis of aqueous sodium chloride. Okay, chlorine is produced by this. Okay, aqueous solution of sodium chloride के क्या कहता है, brine. Okay, this chlorine gas is used for manufacture of bleaching powder. Okay, bleaching powder manufacture में chlorine gas use होता है. Okay, bleaching powder is produced by the actions of chlorine on dry slaked lime. And what is dry slaked lime? This is calcium hydroxide, CaOH2. Okay, bleaching powder is represented as CaOCl2, though the actual composition is very much quite complex. ओके, यहाँ पे देखो ड्राई स्लेक्ड लाइम एंड क्लोरीन गैसेस है. ड्राई स्लेक्ड लाइम मीन्स कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड एंड क्लोरीन गैस रिएक्शन करके कैल्शियम, देखो ब्लीचिंग पाउडर, ये ब्लीचिंग पाउडर का फॉर्मूला है. ब्लीचिंग पाउडर एंड वाटर प्रोड्यूस करता है. दिस इज कैल्शियम हाइपोक्लोरेट और ब्लीचिंग पाउडर. ओके, कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड क्लोरीन से रिएक्शन करके प्रोड्यूस होता है कैल्शियम हाइपोक्लोरेट एंड वाटर. दिस इज ब्लीचिंग पाउडर. सो नाउ some use of bleaching powder. Okay, देखो first one, for bleaching cotton and linen in the textile industry, for bleaching wood pulp in paper factories, and for bleaching washed clothes in industry. This is the first one. And the second one, as an oxidizing agent in many chemical industries, bleaching powder is used. Okay, what is oxidizing agent and what is reducing agent, we all know that. And third number is for disinfecting drinking water. Okay, disinfecting drinking water to make it free of germs, that is called disinfecting. Okay, so these are use of bleaching powder. Now come to what is baking soda. The baking soda used in kitchen for making tasty crispy pakoras in baking soda is baking soda. Okay, baking soda commonly used in kitchen for making tasty crispy pakoras is baking soda. Sometimes it is added for faster cooking. Okay, the chemical name of baking soda is sodium hydrogen carbonate, that is NaHCO3, and it is produced using sodium chloride as one of the raw material. Okay, so देखो रिएक्शन क्या है. सोडियम क्लोराइड है, वाटर, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड अमोनिया, दिस फोर रिएक्ट करके अमोनियम क्लोराइड NH4Cl एंड सोडियम हाइड्रोजन कार्बोनेट प्रोड्यूस किया है. सोडियम हाइड्रोजन कार्बोनेट यही बेकिंग सोडा है. ओके, it is mild non-corrosive base है, mild non-corrosive base, and the following reaction take place when it is heated during cooking. When sodium hydrogen carbonate heated during cooking, this reaction take place and क्या produced होता है, हाइड्रोजन घट जाता है एंड सोडियम कार्बोनेट प्रोड्यूस होता है. सोडियम कार्बोनेट, वाटर एंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड प्रोड्यूस होता है. Okay, some use of sodium hydrogen carbonate. Okay, for first, for making baking powder, which is a mixture of baking soda, that is sodium hydrogen carbonate, and a mild edible acid such as tartaric acid. Okay, so what is baking powder? Baking powder is a mixture of baking soda, that is sodium hydrogen carbonate, and mild edible acid such as tartaric acid. Okay, When baking powder is heated or mixed in water, the following reaction take places. Okay, this is baking soda. When heated, this following reaction take places. Carbon dioxide produce होता है water and sodium salt of acid. Okay, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड प्रोडक्शन होते हैं यहाँ पे देखो, and carbon dioxide produced during the reaction causes bread or cake rise, making them soft and spongy. This carbon dioxide causes bread and cake soft and spongy. Okay, bread and cake जो produce होता है वो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड के लिए सॉफ्ट एंड स्पॉन्जी होता है. कैसे होता है, मतलब जब बेकिंग पाउडर को हम लोग हीट करता है तब ये रिएक्शन होता है, उस रिएक्शन से कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड प्रोड्यूस होता है एंड कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड कॉजेज केक एंड ब्रेड सॉफ्ट एंड स्पॉन्जी. नेक्स्ट, sodium hydrogen carbonate is also an ingredient in antacids. Okay, antacids which neutralizes the actions of acids. Okay, acids. Okay, so sodium hydrogen carbonate is an alkaline, so it neutralizes the excess acids in the stomach and provides relief, so as an antacid. It also used in सोडा एसिड फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर. मतलब सोडा एसिड जो फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर होता है, मतलब आगुन निभाने के लिए जो सोडा एसिड फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर होता है उसमें भी सोडियम हाइड्रोजन कार्बोनेट यूज होता है. ओके ओके नेक्स्ट, कमिंग टू वॉशिंग सोडा, another chemical that can be obtained from sodium chloride. Okay, so its formula is Na2CO3 dot 10H2O, that is washing soda. Okay, you have seen that sodium carbonate can obtain heating of baking soda. Okay, baking soda क्या होता है, NaCO3, इसको हीट करो, हीट करके क्या प्रोड्यूस होता है, Na2CO3 sodium carbonate, and that is washing soda. Okay, but this is not okay, but this Na2CO3 प्रोड्यूस होता है बेकिंग सोडा को हीट करने में. ओके, बेकिंग सोडा जो है उसको हीट करने में Na2CO3 प्रोड्यूस होता है. then recrystallizations of sodium carbonate gives washing soda. Okay, देन रिक्रिस्टलाइजेशन होता है. यहाँ पे रिएक्शन देखो, सोडियम कार्बोनेट एंड वाटर, इसको रिक्रिस्टलाइजेशन होकर प्रोड्यूस होता है Na2CO3 10H2O, एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड वॉशिंग सोडा. वॉशिंग सोडा, वॉशिंग सोडा. ओके ओके यूजिंग ऑफ washing soda. Sodium carbonate is used in glass, soap, paper industries. Okay, and it is used in the manufacture of sodium compounds such as borax. Okay, sodium compound borax, इसका formula क्या है, Na2B4O7.10H2O, sodium tetraborate decahydrate. Okay, this is borax. Sodium carbonate can be used as a cleaning agent for domestic purposes. Okay, and it is used for removing permanent hardness of water. Okay, sodium carbonate is used for removing permanent hardness of water. Okay, so what is hardness of water? This is a property of water. Okay, property of water to form insoluble curd with soap. Okay, in a word, it is a soap destroying property of water. Okay, and by which material presence hardness of water occur, presence of bicarbonate, sulfate and chloride of calcium and magnesium, water is hard. Okay, this is hardness of water, basically soap destroying property, that is hardness of water. And using of washing soda or sodium carbonate, okay, यहाँ पे sodium carbonate is used for removing permanent hardness of water. This is the point, and I have discussed what is hardness of water. Okay, this is one, here one question is, are the crystals of salts really dry? देखो, copper sulfate crystals which seems to be dry but contain water of crystallizations. Okay, contain water of crystallizations. When we heat the crystals, Okay, when we hit the crystal, this water is removed and the salt turns white. Okay, this is the test, and this is copper sulfate crystal से test tube में. Okay, and when with the help of burner, the test tube is heated and water is removed from the copper sulfate, and salt turns into white. This is a test. Now, if you moisten the crystals again, crystal means copper sulfate crystals, again with water, you will find that the blue color of the crystal reappears. Okay, now let's discuss what is water of crystallizations. Water of crystallization is a fixed number of water molecule present in one formula unit of salt. Okay, this is water of crystallization. Water of crystallization is the fixed number of water molecules present in one formula unit of a salt. Okay, 5 water molecules are present in one formula unit of copper salt. This is very important. 5 water molecules are present in one formula unit of copper sulfate. Chemical formula of hydrated copper sulfate, what is CuSO4 5H2O. Okay, this is the chemical formula for hydrated copper sulfate. Now you would be able to answer the questions whether the molecule of sodium carbonate 10H2 is weight. Okay, obviously it is waste. Recrystallizations of water, crystallizations of the water, sodium carbonate, Na2CO3 10H2O is formed, that is washing soda. Okay, recrystallizations of water happens there, and this is obviously weight. One other salt which possesses, another example of salt that possesses water of crystallizations, which is that is gypsum. Gypsum is another example of salt that possesses water of crystallizations, and it has 2 water molecules as water of crystallizations, and its formula is CaSO4 2H2O. This is gypsum. This is gypsum. Okay, now come to the plaster of Paris. So it is gypsum, CaSO4 2H2O. it is gypsum. Okay, one heating of gypsum को अगर हीट करोगे 373 केल्विन टेम्परेचर में, it loses water molecule and become calcium sulfate hemihydrate, that means CaSO4 1/2, that is half H2O. This is calcium sulfate hemihydrate, and this is called plaster of Paris. CaSO4 half H2O. The substance which doctors use as plasters for supporting fractured bones in the right positions. Plaster of Paris is a white powder, and on mixing with water, it changes to gypsum once again, and giving a hard solid mass. This is all about plaster. Okay, what is the common name of the compound CaOCl2? Okay, the common name is bleaching powder. CaOCl2 इसका common name है bleaching powder. Name the substances. Question 2. Name the substance which on treatment with chlorine yields bleaching powder. Okay, सब्सटेंस का नेम क्या है? कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड ऑन ट्रीटमेंट विथ क्लोरीन yields bleaching powder. Okay, next questions. Name the sodium compound which is used for softening hard water. Okay, softening hard water क्या है? ये मैंने आप लोगों को पिछले स्लाइड में बताया है. Okay, hard water is a property of making insoluble card of soap, that is soap destroying property. Okay, so what is the questions? Name the sodium compound which is used for softening hard water. Washing soda, that is Na2CO3 10H2O is used for softening hard water. Okay, what will happen if a solution of sodium hydrocarbonate is heated? Give the equations of the reactions involved. Okay, this is the first questions. When a solution of sodium hydrocarbonate is heated, sodium carbonate and water are formed with the evolutions of carbon dioxide gas. Okay, next question. Write an equation, show the reactions between the plaster of Paris and water. Okay, what is the formula of plaster of Paris? This is calcium sulfate hemihydrate. That means CaSO4 half H2O, and with the reactions of water, this is formed gypsum, that is CaSO4 2H2O. Okay, this is the formula. And the chemical equation for reactions of plaster of Paris and water can be represented as this. Okay, can be represented as this way. Okay, thanks everyone for watching this video. Kindly subscribe my channel and like, share and comments the video.